Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I'm Diego, and we're going to talk some more about Sex in the City. That's right, Sex in the City. That wonderful show about those virtuous young ladies from New York, those debutantes, right? Those fucking alcoholic, fucking middle-aged whores. That's what they were. That's what they are, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, that's what they really are. Okay, but you got to glamorize it and make it look like it's all exciting, which I'm sure it is exciting. I'm not saying it wasn't. I mean, come on, they're in New York. They're only dating guys that are fucking super rich, super professional, super good looking, and all that shit. Well, most of the time, anyway. Okay, so like, what the fuck? Come on, this is fucking lollipop land here, okay? But you women ate it up. You ate it up like it was real, like it was gonna happen to you, right? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's why you watch this show so fucking much, okay? But I watched it too, so I know what I'm talking about here, okay? I'll test your trivia against mine any day of the week. All right, I watched it back when it came out. Okay, I was a younger man back then. I was living in a big city, living in Chicago. I just got out of the Marines. I was going to school during the day, and I was working at night. My friends were all musicians and actors and models and comedians and shit like that. So we would always go out all the time in our free time. We would go out and party. And drink. And dance and go to clubs and go to concerts, and off-Broadway shows, and, we watch each other do stand-up comedy, professionally. Yeah, we did all that shit, okay? That's what you do in Chicago. When you're young, you're in your 20s, okay? And we did a lot of boning, too. We were living our own Sex in the City, okay, back then at that time, okay? Well, maybe even today. But back then especially, I mean, we were young, okay? We were kids, right? Come on. You were young ones, okay? Okay, and you kids that are watching this, yeah, you had to have been there. Okay, it wasn't like it is today. There was no fucking dating apps and shit. Okay, you didn't swipe right or swipe left. Okay, you actually had to go up to a motherfucker and talk to them. I know, weird, right? Yeah, in a public place, no less. Yes, I know. Ain't it awesome? Or can you just screw someone at work? That's someone you work with every day. I did that too. Well, we all did that. So don't judge me. Okay, anyway, the point is, I watched Sex and the City because I use it as a tool. As a tool to get laid. That's why I started watching the show. Okay, this is because I wanted to watch it. I didn't want to. But I already had HBO because I was watching Sopranos, so I already had HBO. But all the hot girls that I knew were watching Sex in the City. So I wanted to know what the hell it was about. None of my straight guy friends were watching it. Okay, I mean, they might have sat through a couple of episodes that their girlfriend made them watch or some shit, but they weren't watching it on a regular basis like I was. Okay, so I started watching it. I got hooked. I did. I liked it a lot. That was funny as hell. Very well written. I love the characters. I loved all the characters. Carrie, Samantha, all of them except Miranda. I fucking hated that bitch. I still hate her. I still hate her today. All right. But I thought it was an entertaining show. I thought it was very fun, to watch dating from a girl's point of view, okay? I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was bullshit back then, too, okay? I wasn't like the fucking 16-year-old girls that were oh my God, it could happen to me too. Just like remember what happened to Miranda? It's going to happen to me too. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, where's that 16-year-old now? I know where she is. She's fucking living in a trailer park somewhere with 5 fucking kids and a meth addiction. You know why? Because she watched Sex in the City. That's why. Because she took it to heart. Like, that was real. Like, that's real. That could really happen. No, it can't. Okay, but it's funny. It's entertaining. Okay, it's entertaining. That's the important thing. Is it was entertaining. That's why I love the show. Not because it was realistic, because it was entertaining. Okay, I tell you what, they need to make a Sex and the City show for men. Okay, the stuff that we go through when we were dating, they never made that show before. That show would never go on the air. No network, no cable network, would ever air it. I've already read the first season. It's done. I wrote it years ago, but you ain't never gonna see it. No. Because it would never be allowed. You know why? Because it's sexist. That's why, yeah, guys going out there, hanging out with each other, bragging to each other about all these girls that they boned. Yeah. Watching them fucking, while they're fucking eating their beef jerky and watching football during the commercials, they're bragging about all the girls that they banged. Yeah, who was better than the other one? Who had the nicer tits? That kind of shit. Yeah, you're never going to see that show. You're never going to see that show. No. That would be sexist, wouldn't it? Yeah, of course it would. Yeah, but this show was okay back then. This show was like 5 years old, and this show was okay. I couldn't get enough of this show. Bring us more seasons, and even when the show got canceled, they still kept bringing it back. Okay, what came on right after this? After this was fucking Desperate Housewives, which was like a network version of fucking of Sex and the City, only with kids. You know, like what? I mean, I don't mean with kids. I mean the women had children. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, but you know, like come on, they never stopped. It's still going on today. Like what the fuck, man? At least before Sex and the City, you had Dynasty, yeah, or Dallas. You know those fucking Falcon Crest. Okay, those were the chick shows that fucking my mom used to watch. Okay, yeah, but those were about fucking billionaires fucking each other. I mean, come on, dude. We were so far away from that. Your average person was so far away from that, you know? But this was more like, hey, yeah, we're like just like you. We wear fucking $500 shoes too, just like you do. You know? And all I gotta do is stand at a fucking bookstore and some fucking rich fucking multi-millionaire professional Russian artist is just gonna flirt with me. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Okay, anyway, so now, yeah, you know where we're getting, right? Okay, anyway, this episode that we're talking about today is part 2. I already reviewed the first half of this episode. It's season 6, episode 11. The title of this episode is called The Domino Effect. The Domino Effect. Okay, like I said, season 6, episode 11. This is part 2. I already reviewed part 1 earlier. You can watch that video. Okay, so where we left off, to catch ourselves up, okay? First of all, real quickly, I'm not going to spare your fucking feelings. I'm going to tell you a straight man's point of view. Honest to God, I do not lie here. If you can't handle it, if you can't handle the truth, get the fuck out right now. I will not censor myself to spare your feelings. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I don't know you, okay? But someone's got to say the fucking truth. Someone's got to go out there and call out this bullshit, okay? And that's going to be me. I have elected myself to be the one to tell you the truth about what guys really think about this show, what we really think about these relationships. And this is coming from a guy who liked the show. Okay, can you imagine a review from a guy that fucking hated the show? Yeah. Yeah. I actually want to see that review. But I love the show, okay? So it's coming from a place of love. It is coming from a place of love, all right? Not that god-awful abortion called And Just Like Crap. No, not that one. That was a piece of shit. Anyway, so here we go. To catch yourselves up where we are, all right? I'm getting sidetracked. Damn. All right. So where we left off in this episode, Miranda, she's doing something here with her boyfriend. Oh, yes. Miranda's having sex with her boyfriend, Robert Leeds, who's a professional sports medicine doctor for the New York Knicks, the basketball team. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of guys that Miranda pulls, right? And then just look at her, right? She's fat. She's got cellulite. She fucking hates men. She's 38 years old. She's a single mom. Yeah, that's the kind of guys that women like her pull in real life too, not just on the show, right? Right? Yeah, I know, huh? Okay, anyway, yeah, they get like Blair Underwood looking guys. Okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, just go with it, okay? Just go with it, all right? Okay, just go with it. Okay, so anyway, so they're having sex in the morning. She took a day off at work, and Steve walks in there. That's the father of their child, yeah. Her ex-boyfriend. He catches them having sex, so he's all embarrassed and he bumps his fucking face against the wall. I would do the exact same thing too if I found some guy fucking my ex-girlfriend, and so does Steve. So he's bleeding, so they put tampons in his nose, and because the guy's a doctor, so whatever. Okay, so that's how he met his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. All right, who's hanging out with his son all the time. All right. Meanwhile, Samantha and her boy toy, Smith Jared, who is this fucking super good looking guy, basically he was Chris Hemsworth back in the day, all right? he's an actor, okay? Yeah, we know what that means, right? Yeah. Hey, I worked with a lot of guys like this, okay? when I lived in Chicago, I knew a lot of guys just like him, all right? And there was, yes. And some of them did fuck older ladies like Samantha, usually like divorcees and stuff, or some of them were married. Okay. But of course she's helping his career. She got him a big billboard ad with himself and fucking buck ass naked with a fucking bottle of Absolute vodka where his cock should be, his billboard pose in Times Square. So now he's infamous now. She got him on MTV. Yeah, he was being interviewed on MTV. She got him an acting gig on a Gus Van Sant movie. He had to go to Mexico to film it for 2 weeks. That's why we haven't seen him in a couple of episodes because he was out there, fucking hotter women. No, I'm sorry. He was out there missing Samantha. Yeah, that's what he was doing out there. He was missing Samantha the entire time. He's 28 years old, okay, and Samantha is not. But they are dating. He actually is in love with her, falling in love with her. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this with a straight face. Okay, he's falling in love with her. Okay, and she's like, "No, I know you're gonna fall in love with me, but I'm gonna keep you at a distance because I don't do love. I don't do it. I don't." Anyway, yeah, that kind of bullshit, right? Yeah, I know, right? This shit belongs on the fucking Sci-Fi Channel, doesn't it? All right, so yeah, you didn't hear that from me though, right? No, just go with it. Just go with it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right. He's in love with her. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, anyway, the fact that she's helping his acting career has nothing to do with it at all. No, he has genuine feelings for her. Okay, after all, she's fucking what, 45, 46 years old? Fucking no tits. So her shit's starting to sag, wrinkles, and she acts like she's a fucking boss bitch. She acts like she's the queen of the fucking world. All right? Yeah, cool. What's not to love? What's not to love, right? And she's a fucking slut. Yeah, she's fucking, she's smoked more meat than Hickory Farms. Okay? Yeah, so of course, what's not to love, right? Okay, and of course, this guy's like 28, and he's a fucking super fucking beyond average looking guy. Okay, this guy's a fucking walking, living Ken doll. Yeah. Okay. So of course he's gonna fall in love with her. Okay. All guys that look like him fall in love with girls like Samantha, right? In real life. Okay. Just like in the show, right? I have friends like that look like him that also did the same thing, fell in love with women like Samantha, and they did it because they were in love too. They were in love with their money. Sugar mamas. It's a thing. And don't even go there. Don't even get judgmental. Okay, because these guys are not doing anything different that women have not been doing since the beginning of time, okay? I'm here to tell you the truth. Now, luckily for you, there's not very many guys like this. There's more women that do this shit than there is guys. I am telling you the truth here, okay? There is a lot more women that do this than there is men that do this. Very few men do this, okay? Very few. So ladies, you have nothing to worry about, okay? Most of you have nothing to worry about, okay? But the guys that do this, okay, yes, okay, they exist for a reason, okay? They are looking for sugar mamas to take care of them. And in return, these sugar mamas get, yeah, they get the high hard one. Okay, that's the quid pro quo. Okay, and that's exactly what's happening here. But of course, Samantha doesn't see it that way. She sees it as, oh, here's just another super good-looking guy in love with me again. Oh my God, this happens to me like 3, 4, 5 times a fucking hour all the time. Oh my God, it's so hard to be me. I'm so attractive. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. So anyway, he tried to hold her hand. She shoved it off. She fell down some stairs because of it, and she broke her toe, so now she's limping around town. Okay. Meanwhile, Charlotte's trying to get pregnant. They ran into Bitsy Von Mufflin, the one who married the gay singer, Bobby Fine. I think his name was Billy Fine. I can't remember his fucking name. Nathan Lane's character. He's gay. Gay in real life and playing a gay guy too that married a woman. And now he got her pregnant even though she's fucking 55 years old. Okay, she's 50 years old. I made that up. All right, she's 50 years old. But she says she saw some fucking Asian acupuncturist and he got her pregnant. Okay, yeah, I know, right? He got her pregnant with a gay guy's baby. I guess the guy can get a cactus pregnant, that's what she said. So, of course, Charlotte wants to have a kid, too, with her husband. She's having a very hard time having a kid. She's afraid she won't be able to have one, so she goes see the acupuncturist. He tells her to calm down, block out all the excess noise, all the New York noise, just block it out of your head and concentrate on fantasizing about having a kid, okay? And that's what's going to get you pregnant, okay? And now pay me fucking $1,000. That's basically what's going on over there. All the women are going to go see him, right? They don't call him Dr. Mao. They call him Dr. Wow, okay? So she's going to give it a shot, all right? But she can't really concentrate because, it's New York outside the window and it's too fucking loud. No, all she hears is traffic and people walking and talking, and she's like, I can't concentrate. Well, the doctor tells you need to block it out. You got to block out that fucking noise and concentrate while I got all these fucking needles in your face and concentrate on what it is you really want, okay? Meanwhile, Carrie is excited because Big is back in town. He came back into New York. They had dinner. He's in New York because he's having heart surgery. Yeah, that's how Carrie takes it. And she realizes what's going on. She still has feelings for him, Okay, and he's getting his heart, he's getting heart surgery. You know why? Because he might die from the surgery. And that would really break her heart. In fact, if she were to ever walk in on him dying, she'd probably just fucking grab him, the way Joaquin Phoenix grabbed Richard Harris in the movie fucking Gladiator. Remember where he killed his own fucking father by smothering him to death? Okay, well, Carrie's gonna do the same thing to her husband, Big, in the future. Okay, and she's like, why wait? Let's hope he dies right fucking now. So she's already feeling the grief right now for murdering him 18 years in the future. She's feeling the grief right now. Okay, that's called preemptive grief. Okay, she'll murder him later, but she's gonna feel bad about it right now. Okay, so he's having surgery. She's all upset and sad. That's what she says. Okay, and she is crying because they haven't gotten married yet. Hence, there's no life insurance yet. Okay, so once she gets that, then she won't have to cry anymore. Okay, but it's coming. Anyway, he survives the heart surgery, much to her disappointment. So they end up fucking. But the problem is that he can't really do much now because he can't smoke anymore, can't eat steak anymore, he can't fuck anymore. Well, at least not for he just had surgery. He can't do it right now. Okay, so that's where we left off. All right, so moving right along. Carrie writes in her column, the theme of this episode is going to be just how dangerous is an open heart. Just how dangerous is an open heart. So what they're dealing with here is they're dealing with the themes of exposing your feelings to someone that you care about. Okay, how dangerous is it to let someone into your feelings, into your heart? Okay, to let them see your vulnerabilities. Okay, how trust someone with your insecurities and your vulnerabilities. How safe is it to do that? That's the theme of this episode. All right. So Carrie visits Big at the Four Seasons Hotel. That's where he's staying while he's in town. Remember, he got rid of his apartment. He don't live there anymore. He lives in Napa Valley now. He owns a vineyard over there. So she goes to visit him there. He's like, how did you find me? She said, well, after I checked the morgue and I found out you weren't there, I figured you'd be at the Four Seasons. So she shows up there. She's dressed up as a candy striper nurse. Yeah, I know, right? It's like some bad porn right now. She's dressed up as a candy striper. And he's all excited. He's like, oh my God, Carrie, put your clothes back on. Okay, are you trying to kill me? Very prophetic. Very prophetic. Did you hear what he just said? He just said, what is it, Carrie? Are you trying to kill me? Yeah. He's like, I can't drink, I can't smoke, and I can't get too excited, Carrie. It's a damn shame because I love a good candy stripper. She's like, what a waste of a good hotel, huh? And she's like, it's not about the candy stripping, it's about the candy striping. But don't worry, I got a whole bag here full of PG fun right here in this bag, okay? She pulls out, I got Dominoes. He's like, Dominoes? Well, yeah, that's what your generation played, right? She's all making cracks at his fucking age, too, And she's like, and I got a lollipop. Big's like, okay, just kill me right now, Carrie. Just kill me right now. which is probably a bad thing to say, given the circumstances. Now, for those of you who have not watched and just like crap, I'm going to spoil it for you, okay? She fucking murdered him. She murdered him. He's dying of a heart attack. And what does she do? Instead of calling 911, she just fucking grabs him and fucking pulls his fucking head up to her chest. Okay, so that he can't fucking breathe. Okay? And yeah, of course he's gonna fucking die, And then she's gonna pretend to cry. No tears, but she'll pretend to cry about it, and just wait for the fucking the life insurance. Yeah, wait till that comes in. Woohoo! Yeah, then she's going on a shopping spree. Absolutely. Manolo Blahnik's out the ass. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know, right? Yeah. But she just loved Carrie. But anyway, yeah, no wonder she's in love. Okay? She's in love. She's in love with Big. You know why she's in love with him? Because she loves fucking money. All right. She don't want to work for it. Okay, so yeah. So that's going on here. Meanwhile, Miranda's at the park with Brady. He's not quite a year old yet. He's still in the stroller. And she's there. And then all of a sudden, fucking here comes Steve and his girlfriend, Debbie. We finally get to meet Debbie. She's this pretty girl, skinny girl, with dark hair, brunette. but she's pretty. She's very fun and vivacious. And she actually makes a good couple with Steve because Steve is kind of shorter, but he's skinny too. She got two skinny people. Now, when Steve is walking with fucking Miranda, she's a big fat ass, okay? And Steve's skinny. So it looks like she could sit on him and he'll fucking die, okay? But here, Steve is skinny and his girlfriend is skinny. So they make a good couple. They actually look pretty cool together, She's got darker features. He's got lighter features, So they look pretty cool together. And of course, Miranda's been dreading meeting her. She's been scared to meet her. She only saw her feet once when she was hiding under the fucking bed. When they came into the apartment, she pretended she wasn't there. And she hid on the bed. She watched their feet and she heard them talking. Okay. But yeah, she's scared to death of meeting Steve's girlfriend in case she's prettier than her, which is not difficult. Okay. Most women are prettier than you, Miranda. I'm sorry, but it's true. You're not all that. Okay, maybe if you improved your attitude, you'd be more attractive, but you're not going to improve your attitude, so fuck you. All right. So anyway, so they meet. Okay, and of course Miranda gets nervous, and she goes up to shake her hand, to shake Debbie's hand, she trips over the stroller and falls on her big fat ass, and we get to see her fucking pink panties that she's wearing underneath her jeans, her pants. So of course we all wanted to see that, right? Okay, and then she gets up here. Okay, and then Robert shows up. Her boyfriend shows up now. Oh, yeah. So now it's like a double jealousy thing going on here. So, of course, and he has Blair Underwood, with his fine-ass self. It's Billy D. Williams, suave. I'm Black Superman. Yeah, exactly. Just like that, man. Some Colt 45. Yeah, absolutely. Some smooth, man. Suave. That's the word, suave. And and of course, he's, like I said, he's a sports medicine doctor for the New York Knicks, so he's the bomb. Okay, he goes up there and kisses Miranda in front of Steve. Steve's like, ooh. And then Miranda, now Miranda wants to show off her boyfriend. Okay, and she tells she tells Debbie, oh yeah, he's a doctor for the Knicks. And Debbie's like, oh, did you hear that, Steve? Well, Steve already knew. Because he walked in on them fucking, remember, and he busted his nose? Okay. Oh my God, Steve! Did you hear that? That's your favorite team! And Steve's like, yeah, well, Debbie here, she works for MasterCard, the corporate office. And Miranda's like, oh, I have a MasterCard. MasterCard. Okay, and Debbie's like, Steve will not let me talk on the phone when the Knicks are playing. And Robert's like, hey, I didn't know you were a Knicks fan. And she's like, well, yeah, I follow all the New York teams, And Debbie's like, oh my God, he took me once to a game, and we were way up there. What was it he called? The nosebleed section. And Robert's like, hey, man. I can get you some tickets if you want. No problem. I'll get you some good seats. And she's like, no, it's okay. I like my seats. I like my seats. And Miranda's like, take the seats, Steve. He's like, I don't need the seats, Miranda. Okay? Whoa. Meanwhile, Charlotte goes back to see Dr. Wow, the acupuncturist slash fucking impregnator. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. He did it. Well, the baby comes out Asian. Yeah. Oh, Charlotte's baby is Asian. Ooh. Maybe it wasn't an adoption after all. At least not on her part. Okay, anyway. No. Okay. She goes in the lobby. She comes out of the fucking room that she's in. She's complaining. Oh my God, I can't concentrate. And it's too noisy. I hear all these people talking outside. I hear the traffic, and he tells her, hey, listen, there's nothing you can do about the city noise, Charlotte, okay? You need to block it all out. You need to block out the New York noise that you're hearing. That's the only way you're going to be able to meditate and concentrate on what it is you want, okay? So she's like, okay. So she's got all the fucking needles on her face. Meanwhile, Smith Jared, like I said, he's trying to hold Samantha's hand again. She's limping this time because she broke her toe the last time he tried to do it. And she keeps shoving his hand away. She's like, I'm not that kind of girl. And Smith is like, look, Samantha, come on, okay? You like me. I like you. Enough of this horse shit already, okay? Just take my hand. I mean, how are you going to support my acting career if you keep getting injured every time I try to hold your hand? You know? I mean, come on. You can't put me on a billboard if both your feet are broken, right? So hold my fucking hand and cut out this horse shit. All right? Come on, I'm hungry. You need to take me to a nice fancy restaurant so you can pay for my fucking dinner. Let's go. Quit fucking around. Okay. But only until my foot gets better. Okay, so they're okay. I might have ad-libbed some of that. Okay, but yeah, you get the point. All right. So anyway, so they're walking. Apparently, Smith Jarrett broke her fucking holding hands virginity. Look, personally, I think the reason Samantha is the way she is I think she probably did get hurt. I think she had some horrible examples as a child. Her mom. I guess she fucking hates her mom. Her dad left her when she was a little girl, and I think Samantha had to raise her fucking brothers and sisters or whatever. I think that's why she looks at her girlfriends as her sisters in a way. She's more loyal to them than she is to any fucking guy she's ever been with. She cares more about her girlfriends than she does about any of the guys that she fucks. Okay, she doesn't do relationships. She only did it like twice since the show began. The first time his dick was so fucking tiny, he couldn't satisfy her. She got tired of hiding it from him, so she told him the truth and they broke up. The second time was with a guy who's a bigger player than she is. Okay, a guy that James Remar. Okay, Mr. Wright, get it? Dick Wright, Richard Wright, yeah, Dick Wright, get it, Mr. Wright? Okay, yeah, and he's a bigger player than she ever was. Okay, or maybe not she ever was, but he's older and rich. And fucking flies his dates to the fucking Bahamas and shit when he feels like it. He's a CEO of fucking a bunch of fucking 5-star hotels, okay? So yeah, he's got more sexual market value than Samantha does, all right? And she couldn't handle the fact that this guy that's her boyfriend that she was in love with can pull hotter, younger, and better looking girls than her. It really bothered her, so she decided to break it off with him, claiming that it's because he's a fucking asshole, because he did cheat on her once. Well, what the fuck do you expect, Samantha? You expect a man like that to be faithful to you? Okay, but she played it off as I love myself more. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You don't want to get fucking hurt is why you did it, okay? And this guy had the ability to hurt you, okay? You already let yourself in. You already exposed yourself to him, okay? And that's exactly what he wanted. He knew it too, okay? He was playing you for a fucking trick that you are, okay? But you thought you had the upper hand. Well, you don't, and now you fucking regret it, okay? That's what really happened here, okay? Because let's face it, okay? You have to go onto the fucking Sci-Fi Channel to get a guy like Smith Jarrett in real life, okay? What bothers me, what shocks me about this whole relationship is the fact that anyone who's got their fucking eyes open knows what Smith Jarrett is really doing here. He's not fucking falling in love with her. He doesn't want to get intimate with her. Okay, he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life with her. Okay, he's using her for what she can do for him. Okay, and it's so fucking obvious. It's right fucking there. The show's not even trying to hide it from you. Okay, but they're still playing it off like he's really falling in love with her. Okay, that she really means something to him. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. I can understand are the writers this stupid? Do they not realize what's really going on here? Does it take a straight man's point of view to fucking tell you the truth? I think it does. I don't think there's one fucking person involved in this show, okay, that knows what a straight man really is, okay? They have no experience with that, so they just make it up. They make it up. This is what I think a straight guy would do. So yeah, they fucking watch an episode of the fucking A-Team, and now they think they understand straight guys, right? Get the fuck out of here. Okay. So meanwhile, Big tells Carrie, he's laying down there on the floor. He's telling Carrie how to set up the dominoes. She's trying to do one of those domino mazes, where you spill them over. Okay. So he's telling her what to do, and she doesn't like his bossy attitude. Okay. And Carrie's like, already thinking about you. He's like, he's like, is this what we're going to be doing when we're in our 70s, Carrie? Just not having sex and playing board games? And she's like, oh my God, you're already thinking about your next birthday. Touche, Carrie. Okay. You're thinking about your next birthday already, old man? He's like, seriously, kid. You and me, early bird special? Okay. And all of a sudden he starts getting sick. He starts developing a fever. His temperature starts going up. Okay. And so Carrie panics and she calls the doctor. Whoa. Now she calls, while he's still alive and talking, she calls the doctor. Okay. So she calls the doctor and he's got him on the phone. They put a cold towel on his head. Okay. And And Big's like, now he's like delirious now. He's laying down in bed with his towel on his head, his cold towel, and then she puts it on his chest. He's like, oh, Carrie, you're an angel. Carrie, she's like, what? Carrie, I'm being serious here. What are we doing? He's like, what do you mean? I mean, what are we doing, Carrie? Life's too short. I'm talking serious here, Carrie. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about you and me. What are we doing? She's like, I don't know. And she's like, you know what? And she narrates, it took the best surgeon, but Big's heart was finally unblocked. It was wide open. Now, why did Big act this way? I'll tell you exactly why he acted this way, okay? Big's not a young man anymore, and he's aware of that. He's facing his own mortality, okay? Nobody goes into an open heart surgery, okay, who is an atheist, okay? There's always that chance that, when you close your eyes, they're never going to open again. All right. So he's facing mortality. He's thinking about his life. He knows he's got fewer days ahead of him than he does behind him. So what has he done with his life? Okay. Did he ever settle down? Did he ever find someone that he can love, that he can spend the rest of his life with? No, he didn't. Okay. He's got the same problem Carrie has, looking for Mr. Perfect, looking for Mrs. Perfect. Okay. He's looking for the woman that's going to fucking satisfy all of his needs. And he's not going to settle for anything less. Okay. And Carrie is in a lot of ways the same as him. Okay, she always wants the perfect guy, perfect in sex, perfect taste in everything. Basically loves everything that she loves is basically what's perfect to her. Okay, and she's not going to settle down until she finds that. Well, she's getting older. Okay, she's getting older and she's getting less attractive. Okay, how much longer is she gonna be settling for the Mr. Perfect? Okay, eventually she's gonna have to settle for whoever the fuck's in front of you. Okay, and I think Big is realizing, that he's getting out of shape. He's older. He's out there in the wine country in California. Okay, where I'm sure there's some pretty girls out there, but not as many as there are in New York. In New York, well, he was a kid in a toy store. Okay, but now in Napa Valley, he's surrounded by fucking grapes everywhere. Okay, he's got to go out of his way to find other people. Okay, so it's not the same hunting grounds, you could say. Okay, it's kind of like a retirement community. It's where you go when you're old and shit. You want to spend the rest of your life in peace. Okay, but he's not married. He's got no kids. Okay, and he still wants to fuck, and there's nobody around. So what he's doing, he's thinking about, okay, well, who did I have the most fun with? Out of all these girls that I dated, who did I have the most fun with? Okay, and it was Carrie. Okay, and I've said this before. Why does Big love Carrie? I think Big loves Carrie because she is fun. She's fun to talk to. She's fun to be around. Okay, with all her neurosis and shit, at least he's not bored when he's around her. Okay, she's not some fucking supermodel who's just full of herself. Although Carrie is full of herself, okay? She does it in a very humble way, okay? She's always talking. She's always neurotic. She's the one that keeps the conversation going, okay? She's the one that tries all the funny things, okay? That's who Carrie is, okay? And I think that Big doesn't have anybody like that in his life. Okay, he doesn't have anybody like that he can have fun to. He's probably been with girls that are better, and I know he's been with girls that are better looking than Carrie. He's been with girls that are better at sex than Carrie. Okay, he's been with those type of girls that can pleasure him in ways that Carrie never will. But he hasn't had as much fun with his clothes on as he does with Carrie. That's what she has that none of the other women have. They don't have personalities like Carrie. Okay, and I think that's why. Okay, the fact that he's lonely right now. Okay, there's nobody out there in California that he's in love with or dating seriously or anything like that. Okay, so he's looking back on his life. Well, who did I have the most fun with? It was Carrie. Carrie was the one I had the most fun with. Carrie's the one that I like to hang out with all the time. Like, even if we weren't dating, I could still be friends with her. I could still see myself going out with her and having a good time with her as long as she's not fucking other musicians or shit, right? Right? Okay, as long as she's not doing that, then I can have a great time with her, He likes being with her is what it comes down to. And now that he's facing mortality, now that he's facing, the end of his life, okay, is that enough for him to be with someone like that? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And don't fucking let it get away. Don't let it get away. So that's what he's dealing with. Okay. Meanwhile, Steve drops off Brady at Miranda's place. Okay, and they both awkwardly acknowledge how funny it was the other day when they ran into each other's partners. And Steve is about to tell Miranda. He's like, hey, Miranda, about the other day, there's something I just... look, Miranda, and she's like, Miranda, and all of a sudden Robert walks in. Hey, Steve, how's the nose? So he like kills the moment there. He's like, oh yeah, it's better. Thanks. I just tell everybody that Debbie punched me. She likes that a lot. Okay. And then he's like, okay, well I'm gonna go now. Okay. I'm out of here. Bye. And he leaves like he leaves very sad, like he didn't get to say what he wanted to say. Okay. Meanwhile, Charlotte was walking down the street and she bumps into Bitsy. Bitsy Von Mufflin, okay, the one who's married to Nathan Lane's character, Jimmy Fine, Bob, whatever the fuck, the piano player, the gay piano player, okay, in real life and in the show, okay, her gay husband, that got her pregnant. She's 50 years old and walking around with a baby, all right, in her stomach, okay, and she runs into Charlotte, okay, and she's like, oh, I heard from a friend of mine that you went to go see Dr. Wow. Yes, how's it going? Do you feel the magic working now? Do you? And you feel like a pincushion, don't you? And she keeps talking, by the way, and Char's just like, she's just like, I'm done listening to this bitch. I'm done listening to her talk and talk and talk. Okay, she's not even listening to her anymore. She's just watching her lips move up and down. Charlotte figures it out that exactly what Dr. Wow taught her to do was to block out the noise, the New York noise, okay? The bullshit that all these New Yorkers are always talking to each other about to keep up appearances, okay? The pretentiousness, okay, of a lot of shallow people in New York in real life and the shallow people that make this fucking show, okay? And that are in this fucking show, okay? Yes, okay, block that shit out. Okay, it's one of these meta moments on Sex and the City, which I love because they hardly ever do this, okay? But yeah, Charlotte starts realizing, okay, this is all bullshit. This is all bullshit, okay? You quit listening to that crap and listen to what's going on inside of you. That's the only voice you need to be listening to. That's the only thing you need to be listening to. And she realizes that. And she's like, yeah, I'm just going to block her out. I'm just going to block out all the New York noise. Okay, so at least she got something out of it, all right? Which is a good message. Okay. Meanwhile, Carrie wakes up the next day with Big. They got their clothes on, of course. They can't have sex because of his condition, Okay. And all of a sudden he wakes up and he's like, hey, ooh, what time is it? He gets up and he's back to normal. Well, his version of normal. And he's back to his old self again. Okay. He's acting like a man again. He's acting like Big again. Very cut off emotionally. Hey, there's a reason he acts that way. Okay. There's a reason men act this way. I understand completely why Big acts this way, and he's doing it for a good reason. I know the show doesn't want to go there, but I know exactly why he's acting this way, okay? No one's going to watch his own ass, okay? No one's going to watch his 6 o'clock. No one's going to take care of him except himself, okay? Who's going to do it? Are you going to do it? Fuck no. It's not your responsibility. It's his responsibility to protect himself, okay? And that's why he does it, all right? So he gets up. He had a moment of weakness when he revealed that shit to Carrie last night, okay? So he knocks over the dominoes without giving a shit. He goes to the bathroom, and Carrie realizes his heart is closed up again. Okay, and Carrie cannot wait for him to open it up again if he ever does. So she realizes there's nothing going to happen with her and Big. Okay, and she's not going to cry this time because life is too short to worry about the missed opportunities in life. To cry about the things that could have been instead of what is. Okay, and so yeah, that's how this episode ends. Well, it's a good message, and I get it. I like seeing Chris Noth again, but I understand his character. I know why he's acting this way. I know why he is, okay? And you can't really blame him for it, okay? He's a New Yorker, okay? New Yorkers are tough people. Okay, I'm from Chicago myself, and Chicago are tough people, and New Yorkers are tougher than Chicago, okay? Chicagoans are, all right? And I'm a Chicagoan, all right? So yeah, I totally understand his point of view and his ideas, all right? But otherwise, it's a good episode. I'm glad I reviewed it. Thank you for watching this long, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye.